G'day everybody, it's Executive Summary time. This is John Seville from Acorn Wealth Corp. Let's get right into it. The S&P 500 today continues to push higher. As I said, I think the bias here was positive. Today we closed positive out of the open range. My expectation is that we are going higher. We have now formed a triple top, and this is the fourth test now on the S&P 500. As with any oscillation, I have that magic rule of three that I follow. After three times, the resistance is weak and the break is likely. I think we're going to break here. So longs, what I'm mostly looking for. You can see again once more the Dow Jones Global Index reflects this type of action where it broke through, pulled back and has been bouncing. I think this is a leading indicator of where the US will be going. So a quick reflection, some of our stocks have did extremely well today. SoFun Holdings, one of the ones we picked way back when, had a beautiful jump today, up 9%, hitting its target, and looking for a possible re-entry on that tomorrow. As you can see on the hourly chart, it had this run up. It's now basing its support and could charge possibly another 5-10% tomorrow. So watch that tomorrow. You can see that strong accumulation on the money flow. Some of the other stocks, MB, I know a lot of people are still holding this. Sorry, not MB. It was WB. WB had a beautiful bounce today. So for those holding WB in that flag formation, had a nice surprise today, up 10.7%. Now, from last night, we talked about VVUS. So I actually purchased July. I bought July July calls on this. The $2 and $3 calls I picked up, and so that's started to move up today. That looks good. We talked about CRCM. This has kind of just been, this kind of just plugged along, didn't really do a hell of a lot. Just kind of pulled back into the support zone, so we'll see what happens there. But the kind of hedge on the energy was, I think, quite interesting. We talked about the longs being GST, which moved up nicely, holding support. That went up. GRH, which I bought. That continued up beautifully, long, strong candle with stronger volume, hammer candle, so that went up, that did really well. And ATLS also moving up today, just ever so slightly, but closing the top half of the range. And then we talked about hedging that to take out sector risk by going short 3 stocks in the energy sector. A short on this if it rallied into resistance, which it did, and then pulled straight back from that. So that performed. SLB kind of held its ground, so that wasn't as weak. And then the third hedge we talked about was HGT, which also did drop beautifully. It dropped 5.23% today. So that's what hedging is all about. You can see the 3 longs all pretty much either held their ground or went up nicely. And the 3 shorts, again, would have profited for you overall on the 3 shorts. So you're going long and short the energy sector at the same time and profiting in both directions, and that's what having an individual strategy is all about. Again, if you're not part of our any of our classes where we teach this, go to acornwealthcorp.com and request information, and you can watch one of our webinars for free and check out what it's all about. And of course, one of the other ones we talked about, ILMN, as an earnings play, rallied straight into resistance, and we talked about having these kind of playing the puts ahead of earnings, and this did great. It dropped 4.65% after topping earnings estimates, still sold off, which was very impressive. So that's a bit of a summary on what we've got going on into tomorrow. One new position for those of you who've been following DDD, that report's actually in towards the end of next week, April 29th before market. It's got a 36% short float with some small insider selling, but I'm looking at this as a very short-term short. I've got an order in here on my account to short this at if it rallies to 31.10, looking to short it down to 27.83, and if it doesn't go up, if it in fact just drops down, I'm looking to short it at $30.41 down to $27.83. So I've got both orders set up, and the way that I play that is by actually looking at doing a what you call it, a OCO group. So if it rallies up and hits my first target, it'll cancel the second order, and if it goes down and hits my momentum type of order, where it breaks the price to enter, it'll cancel my order above. So only one will trigger, and that allows me to look at two possible entry points based on whether it rallies up or just keeps breaking down, so that I don't miss the trade tomorrow. And that's basically how we're looking at the market today. I believe that finishes up for the watch list. A lot of stocks, obviously, that we're following at the moment. So at the moment, no real need to start adding too many more. But certainly, we're looking for some of these other flag formations and such that we're holding to really perform. Things like PLX looking really, really good. As to starting to move. Of course, SFUN performing really well today. CERS, which I also hold. Starting to had a rally up, pull back. That looks like it's going to start to go. So all in all, there could be some quite exciting stuff on the horizon for these last couple of days of the week. So we wish you a very happy trading. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you all in the next executive summary.